Welcome everyone. So I am back again with another fantastic topic for you. So here we'll be exploring how to update your MySQL database but with a twist. We are going to do it automatically and directly from Google Sheets. That's right. So guys, many of us use Google Sheets for its collaborative features, but what if we can integrate it with our MySQL database? Well, buckle up because here we are going to show you how to do just that. And we are going to set up this automation without any coding super easily so that you can seamlessly update your MySQL database with the convenience of Google Sheets. So without any further ado, let's dive in. To set up the workflow, we are using an integration and automation tool known as Pabbly Connect. And this is the landing page of Pabbly Connect. You can find the link of this page in the description. And from here, you can sign up for free and you will get free automation tasks every month to test and set up your automations. Okay, so sign up right now from the given link. And after that, you can sign in and reach the dashboard of Pabbly Connect. From here, you can just click on this create workflow button. Here you can provide a suitable name to this workflow. So let me give a name here. So I have given this name. Now you can click on create button and you can see the workflow page is loading up here. And on this page, guys, you will find these two modules, the trigger and the action. So with the help of these two things, we can set up this automation. Trigger is that event which starts the workflow and the action is the automated response of the trigger. In our use case, guys, we want that whenever we create a new row in Google Sheets, it will update the record I have in MySQL automatically. Okay, so for that to happen, first of all, we need to connect Google Sheets in the trigger. So search for Google Sheets. Then select the action event as trigger event as new or updated spreadsheet row. And it will provide you this webhook URL. So with the help of this and following these instructions written here, we can create a connection with Google Sheets. Okay. And after making that connection, we are going to capture the response of that connection. So let's do that. So guys, this is my spreadsheet in which I am adding the data. Okay. And from here, I have opened this spreadsheet in incognito window because I am using multiple Google accounts in the same browser. So if you are also doing that, it is better to open the spreadsheet that you want to connect in the trigger in a separate incognito window to make the connection properly. From here, click on extensions and from add-ons, click on get add-ons. And from the Google Workspace Marketplace window, you can install an add-on here which is called Pabbly, P-A-B-B-L-Y, Connect Webhooks. Okay, search for Pabbly Connect Webhooks and install it here. It will just take 2 minutes, and after installing this, you have to refresh the spreadsheet. That is an important step, right? And after refreshing the spreadsheet, when you click on extensions again, you will find the Pabbly Connect Webhooks option available here in the drop down. And from here, you have to open the initial setup. So in the initial setup, you will find these two fields, the webhook URL field and the trigger column field. So in the URL field, you have to paste the URL that you got from your workflow, and in the trigger column, mention the final column of your spreadsheet. Final column means you can see here, I'm entering the data in this spreadsheet starting from column A, then I'll fill B, then C, and the D. So finally, I'm entering the data in the D column. So as I'm going to enter the data in the D column, that is going to trigger the workflow. So D column will be our trigger column. So put capital D here. And let me just copy the webhook URL from my workflow. Okay, so I have copied it, and here you can see as I have copied it, it started showing waiting for the response. Okay, so now let me come back to my spreadsheet here. Let me paste the URL. Okay, and here you can see we have this send test button. So when you click on send test, the data of the first row that you have will be sent to your workflow as the test data. You can see, guys, the workflow is still waiting for the response. So let me open the spreadsheet and click on send test. And here you can see test data sent successfully started showing up here. Okay, now you can click on submit and close the initial setup. Okay, and you have to do one thing more. Click on extensions and from Pabbly Connect Webhooks option, check this send on event option as well. So when you select send on event here, what will happen whenever you are going to add any new row, that is going to trigger the workflow. Okay, now let's jump back to the workflow, and here you can see the response got captured here. We have received the data of the first row as the test data here. You can see the first name, the last name, the ID, and the email address is here. These are the all four things I had added here. Now guys, what I'm going to do, I'm going to look for this ID already present in my SQL's database or not. Okay, so we are updating this existing data actually, okay, with Google Sheets. So first of all, I'm going to find this ID if it's already present in my SQL's database or not. And if it is going to be present, then we are going to update the data. So here you can see guys, so this is my MySQL's database, and I am under a table, and here you can see in the table I have this ID column, the first name, last name, and email address column. Okay, so guys, I am going to look for this ID, okay, this ID number here in the workflow to see if the data is already present. So for that to happen, I'm going to use this action step, and I'm going to search for MySQL here. Okay, then I'm going to select the action event as get rows. Okay, so with the help of get rows, you can search for a particular value and get the data of that row. Okay, click on connect button. From here, select add new connection, and here it will ask for the database username, database password, host address, and the database name again, and the port address. So guys, you can look for the database and name here in your SQL's database. This is my database's name. You can see this is the database username, and this is the database name, connect database. You can see this in your hosting site as well. I'm using this SiteGround, and here you can see these are the details of the databases of MySQL, and here you can see the name connect database is here. I'm just going to copy this, and I'm going to enter the database name here. Then I'm going to copy the username, and I'm going to paste it here in the database username. Right here you have to enter the database's password. For the host address, you just have to open your MySQL host website. This is it, and from the top search bar you can just copy the host address till this .com word. Okay, starting from leading HTTP address till this .com, you can copy it and paste it here. You can see in the example as well, you need to enter this and ensure it that it is accessible from the IP. Okay, and let's remove the extra things. It does not include HTTP address also, so I'm removing it. Okay, right, and the port number, you know the port number of yours, enter it here, then enter the password finally, and then click on save, and you'll be connected with MySQL's database. And the connection that you're going to make is going to be saved in your account. So if you want to make the connection again with MySQL, you can use the saved connection. Okay, as I'm going to do it. So to use the saved connection, select this existing connection option, and here it will show you the list of your saved connections. From here you can choose any connection, then click on save again, and you will be connected with SQL again. No need to fill all the credentials all over again. Okay, so we are now connected, and here it is asking to select the table's name. So the name of my table is this, you can see new contacts. Okay, so I'm going to select new contacts here, and here you can see it's asking for the column's name where you want to look for a particular value, and here I want to search for the ID, and it is present in the ID column. Okay, so I'm going to select ID here. Okay, here I'm going to select the operator as equals to. Okay, and in the value, you can see in the value field, I'm going to map this value that I have received here from the spreadsheet. So I have received this value from this in this ID label, so I'm going to map this ID label here. So to do that, just click here on this field, and the previous step will appear in the drop down like this, And when you click on it, you will find the data right here that you have received in the first step. So from here, click on ID label to map it. Okay, here you can assign a limit as well to fetch the specified number of rows. Right now I'm not going to use this. So if you have a similar ID present to multiple rows, you can use this field. Right now I'm not going to do this. Here, click on save and send test request button, and you will see the results. And here you can see it started showing the result as success. This means that this ID is present in the table, and here is the related data of this ID. And here you can see it is showing the name, the last name, and the email address. Okay, so I want to update this data basically from my spreadsheets data. Okay, so if you have this result, then this means the data is present. Now we can update it. Now to ensure that the data is present, what we are going to do, we are going to open this an action step by clicking on the plus icon, and from this action step I'm going to use filter feature of Pabbly Connect, filter, to apply this condition to ensure that the data is present in the database, and now you can update it. So whenever the data is present, it will show you the result ID label here. Okay, if it not present, it won't show you this result ID label. Okay, so here in the filter, it will ask you to select the label, select the filter type, and put a value here. So when you click on this select label option, the previous steps will appear, and from the second step you can just map the result label, put the filter type is equals to, and put the value here as 1. Okay, then click on save and send test request button, and here you can see the message, the condition is true, that the data is present. Okay, so when the data is present, we want to update it. For that, just click here on this plus icon, and from this action step, search for MySQL again, and this time use the action event as update rows. Click on connect, use your save connection, click on save one more time. Alright, and here select the table's name, new contacts. Then it will show you the fields of all the columns that you have here in your SQL table. These are the columns I have: ID, first name, last name, and email, and all other things as well. And here you can see that fields are started showing up here. Now we can update the data using the data of the spreadsheet. So just click here, and from the first step, start mapping the data. So I'm mapping the ID into the ID column, that is same. The first name is here, last name is here, email address. So you can see, guys, right now the email address of this column, of this row actually, is this. You can see olad@pabblytuts.com, and now we are going to update it from this address, dummy@pabblytuts. Okay, so let's see how it is going to be updated. Right now I'm not updating these fields, so I'm leaving these fields blank. Here it is asking for the value to be matched. Okay, so here you can see it is asking to select the column, then select the operator and put a value, and with the help of this value we are going to update the row. Okay, so we are using the ID value from the starting, so I'm going to select the ID column only, operator should be equals to, and I'm going to map the ID value again from the first step, because we have already checked that the data is already present and it was the same data, so you can map the ID directly from Google Sheets. Okay, because we have already applied the filter. Now click on save and send test request to update this row. Here you can see right now we have this data. Let me just click on save and send test request button, and this is the response we got. Updated successfully, started showing up here. Let me show you the table now. Let me refresh my page, and here you can see, guys, the email address got updated here. Okay, previously it was something else, now it is dummy@pabblytuts.com. Okay, so this is how it is going to work, guys. So we are done setting up this automation, and you have to set up it only once. After that, it will work automatically whenever you are going to add any new row here in your spreadsheet. Okay, and I'm going to paste the link of this workflow in the description as well, so that you can clone this workflow in your own free Pabbly Connect account and start using this automation instantly. Guys, thank you so much for watching our video, and please let us know how our automation ideas are helping you in the comment section. And if you have any queries related to this application, please ask your queries from this forum link, and do check the pricing of this application from this link. And guys, we are open to ideas. If you want us that we should make videos on other aspects of your business, please do let us know in the comment section. And if you like our work, please subscribe to our channel.